So the Venom site uploaded to Twitter today new images of Venom Let There Be Carnage statues in select IMAX theaters in China to promote the film's upcoming release. And the statues include both Venom and Carnage, and this probably gives us the clearest look at Carnage that we've got yet that isn't in the form of like a Funko Pop. Now, if you know me or you've seen my previous video on Venom Let There Be Carnage, you know that I'm quite critical of what we've seen of Carnage's design so far. It very much boils down to preference, but I was hoping that they would do more to differentiate the Carnage symbiote from Venom and Riot's symbiotes, but it looks kind of like an amalgamation of those two colored in red. Now you could say, yeah, Carnage is ultimately just a modified version of Venom, but I guess the source I'll bring up for this, what I would have chosen as the blueprint for a live-action Carnage, would have been Clayton Crane's take on Carnage. It's not too dissimilar from earlier takes on the character, but there's definitely a very different consistency to this symbiote to the one that Venom is wearing. It's more inky, it's more stringy. Carnage has tendrils on his movie design, but he doesn't have that very inky, blotchy look to him. And as well as that, his teeth are literal teeth as opposed to being this pink, gooey mess of symbiote flesh forming like a teeth-like kind of shape. Which I definitely would have preferred. I think, like, Carnage definitely has the potential to be a lot more nightmarish, and what we're seeing in the Venom Let There Be Carnage trailers and stuff doesn't instill me with that much, whoa, this is a fucked up looking version of Venom. It more just looks like a mod of that character model. The Funko Pop didn't really change my mind either. As a matter of fact, I was just confused by why he's as bulky as he is, when I kind of always viewed Carnage as looking a bit more sickly. But now we have a much better look at how Carnage will look in the movie, and there's some grain of salt you should probably take this with, because anything that's not directly from the movie is not necessarily guaranteed to entirely reflect the way it looks in the film. But, like, I mean, it's gotta be something like this, hasn't it? Like, Venom right there's looking on point, so, like, there's no reason why Carnage would be a completely off design. And, I'm gonna say this. It's better. Like, it's looking better than what I was worried about at first. We're seeing some black in his design as opposed to it just being pure red. Still not enough for my liking, but like, alright, it's a compromise. I'm a bit baffled by how clean cut the black around his face is. I was definitely hoping it would be a bit more icky and inky, but maybe it will be in the movie. Maybe this is just a fairly simple paint job. I also would have gone for definitely much more of a rich, deep, almost sort of bloody red than this. This is almost kind of orangey. It could just be the lighting, it could be a number of things, but I thought even in the trailer, he was looking a little too orangey. I definitely would have gone something more blood, rich, sort of a translucent burgundy. But again, a lot of my kind of complaints here just boil down to, I would have gone with a different approach for this. I would have drawn a lot more inspiration from Clayton Crane's artwork, and also the original artwork by Mark Bagley. I'm disappointed there's no pink mouth as well, but like, again, it's not like it's not recognizable as Carnage. I do feel that more could have been done with this design, but I do appreciate the little differences that are there. He's a bit more rigid looking, and his fingers are thinner, and he's at least got some tendrils going on. I just think, you know, it's kind of just a minimum Carnage, this one. Pun entirely intended, but it feels like Carnage was just built from like Venom's design, which, you know, makes sense, but I feel like they could have done so much more with Carnage's look than what we've got here. But it's, you know, it's okay. It's recognizable as who he's supposed to be. Just, I guess, a missed opportunity. It might even change in the movie. You know, it might go through phases and stages and stuff. I don't think he will, because Venom didn't really do that. But, like, you know, we'll have to see. I actually did my own edit a little while back, just kind of changing Carnage's design to more what I would have liked to have seen. So here you can take a good look at that. I'm not, like, a great graphic artist or designer or anything, so, like, you know, if it looks worse, it looks worse. You know, feel free to let me know. But as for the rest of this, what do you guys think? Comment below and discuss. And as always, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it, hit subscribe, hit the like button, and in the description below are links to my social media, as well as a link to my Patreon, where you can just shove dollar bills up my butthole. A special shout out goes to the patrons in the $10 tier. That is Marcus Ward, Sirius the Skeptic, Biotin Arts, and Mr. SP. You guys are the best. But as for the rest of you, thank you so much for watching, guys, and have a great day.